Hello again, and welcome back to €5 Food. Today I'm going to be making cherry nougat. This rather outrageously sweet but really delicious nutty treat is actually pretty easy to make. You just got to make sure you have a sugar thermometer and don't let the sugar boil to too high a temperature. You can customize the nougat a great deal, add different fruits, different nuts. You can even do something like add cocoa powder to the nougat for a delicious variation on the color and the flavor. To make this dish, you're going to need the following ingredients: 500 grams of glucose syrup, 500 grams of caster sugar, 250 grams of whole almonds, 150 grams of candied cherries, 100 milliliters of water, 2 egg whites, and you're also going to need 2 A4 sized sheets of wafer paper and an electric mixer or whisk. And here are the ingredients on screen once again for you now. Start off by preheating the oven to around 160 degrees Celsius. Place the almonds onto a baking sheet and roast in the hot oven for about 10 minutes or so, just to ensure the nuts are nice and dry. Once toasted, remove from the oven and chop roughly, set aside to cool, and then line a baking tray with a depth of at least 1 or 2 centimeters with one of the sheets of wafer paper and cut the cherries in half in preparation for later. Place the sugar, water and glucose syrup into a saucepan and insert a sugar thermometer into the solution. Slowly heat up, stirring all the time with a wooden spoon until the sugar has dissolved, so you can no longer feel it crunching underneath the wooden spoon. Turn up the heat and bring the mixture to the boil without stirring. Once the mixture is at about 110 degrees Celsius, whisk the egg whites with a pinch of salt in a heat-proof bowl to stiff peaks. Continue boiling the sugar mixture until you reach the hard ball stage, and this is 121 to 131 degrees Celsius. Bear in mind that the higher the final temperature, the less water in the sugar solution, and thusly the harder the nougat. Roughly 125 degrees Celsius should be the perfect temperature. Remove from the heat and pour the sugar solution very slowly into the egg whites, whisking continuously using an electric whisk. A stand mixer is best. I only personally had a handheld type, and this will suffice. After all the sugar is whisked in, continue whisking for a couple of minutes. Pour the almonds and cherries into the hot mixture and mix well using a spoon. The nougat will become quite unmanageable as it cools, so quickly spoon it out onto the wafer paper in the baking tray and smooth it out as best as you can. Press down the final sheet of wafer paper on top and then set aside in a cool place and allow to set fully for about 3 to 4 hours. After this time, cut the nougat into the desired serving sizes and enjoy. Thanks so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this recipe. Let me know if you give it a try, and as always, please check back again soon for more recipes from €5 Food.